everyone, this is Speak Entertainment and we are back again, and here now we have another video for you, and we're going to take a look back at the crime mystery drama Jennifer 8. Released on November the 6th, 1992, it stars Andy Garcia, Uma Thurman, Lance Henriksen and John Malkovich, and it was directed by Bruce Robinson. Now the story of Jennifer 8 begins with two detectives, John Berlin and Freddie Ross, at a murder scene within a garbage dump. When analysing the latest victim, Berlin believes that this relates to a previous case when the murdered girl, next named Jennifer, was the latest in a line of serial killings that involved blind women within San Diego. Now shortly afterwards, Berlin meets blind music teacher Helena Robertson and is convinced that she's the next victim in line after her friend Amber was the 8th victim as per the movie title. Berlin starts to develop feelings and a relationship with Helena, and this draws concern from Freddie as Helena resembles the same appearance as Berlin's ex-wife. Despite a lack of evidence and huge leads, Berlin continues to grow an obsession with the killer, and he believes that Helena is still the next victim. As events continue to take their turn, Berlin eventually finds himself under suspicion as the identity of the murderer. And when looking back at Jennifer 8, it's quite a curious movie. Despite having certain qualities, it's one of those movies where you feel it doesn't quite maximise fully on its potential. It is of course classed as a mystery thriller, but I would use the term thriller very loosely, as this steadily, almost too steadily, takes its time to really get going. The setup is interesting by having a serial killer attacking blind women, and overall I think the film is directed very well and has a certain poise and intelligence and maturity to it. But minus one sequence that sees the pursuit of the killer 2/3 of the way through, there isn't really enough exciting moments or tense sequences to really keep you compelled all the way through. Now when the plot focuses on the pursuit of the killer, this is when the film is probably at its strongest. But when Berlin finds himself under suspicion, the film kind of loses momentum, and we get certain fake outs as to when the killer has multiple chances to kill Helena but doesn't, probably for the sake of plot armour. And as we enter 2/3 of the way through, you really start to wonder where exactly is the story heading. Now all of this isn't helped by the film's runtime of just over 2 hours, when easily 15 to 20 minutes could have been trimmed off, which would have lent the film higher pacing and much more urgency. And the film's ending is so underwhelming and abrupt after a certain build-up, almost as if the producers ran out of runtime and had to wrap things up rather quickly. It really robs the film of an exciting climax that it deserved. Now there is actually an alternate ending which was released on the movie Special Edition Blu-ray. Whilst not exceptional, it's far more logical and much more satisfactory in terms of the story. Now there are still good qualities within Jennifer 8 here. As I mentioned before, the direction and scene setting is very good. In one of her earlier screen roles, Uma Thurman is very good as Helena, very much transmitting that frailty and vulnerability, very convincing playing somebody with blindness. Lance Henriksen is also very watchable in his role as Bobby, very good likeable presence as the main supporting role. And I also liked John Malkovich's intervention around the halfway mark as FBI Special Agent St. Anne, a strange name that is, but anyway he still performs well as we see him investigating Berlin when he's under suspicion. And in the lead role, Andy Garcia I think overall is solid. He doesn't show a massive amount of emotional range, but overall is still a competent performance. And this is one of the very rare moments where he was in the lead role, and unfortunately he didn't get too many more opportunities after this movie to star as the lead character. And that was emphasised very much by the movie's underperformance at the box office, which sadly only managed to gross around $11.3 million within the US domestic markets from a budget of around $20 million, which does seem quite high for a movie such as this. Critics mainly outlined the excessive runtime, and as mentioned before, both director Bruce Robinson and Andy Garcia have later outlined constant studio interference in terms of the final cut, which may or may not affected the film's overall financial performance. There's my overall thoughts and feelings and review when taking a look back at Jennifer 8. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you have any other movies, television series, or any other topics within the pop entertainment and culture scene that you'd like to see me cover within the channel, then also let me know in the comments and I will see if I can provide further commentary for you on that subject matter within the future. Please also hit like the subscription and notification buttons so I can provide you with more high quality content like this in the future. But that's it for now. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you very, very soon.